I reward people for name dropping them. So that way they keep letting me know, or I wouldn't have known about it, son. And I'm sorry that bothers you.
It doesn't bother me.
Okay, well, don't get pissy then.
Don't have like a weird attitude with saying that it bothers me.
You're getting all weird because I want to find out who it is for sure.
I would love for you to give credit where credit is due. I'm trying to do a thumbnail over here. I would love to give credit where credit is due. Okay? So don't act like I have an issue with it.
You have an issue with it, then be quiet. Get off my hand!
Tomatoes!
T-O-L-A. I mean, what that is.
Dustin Gostola. All right, get over here. Wolf Tick Nation. Thank you guys for tuning into once again another super very scientific special Wolf Tick Videos episode. Guys, it's new bike day.
There's no science.
It's new bike day, and we have got
please don't start
our boy, old Dustin Gostola. Yeah. Okay, I've been waiting to say his name all night. Right. Dustin Gostola gave us the Iggy on this bike. Gave Wolfman the Iggy.
Yeah.
Wolfman was in a drunken stupor and ordered the Able Bike Company bike.
It was like 3 in the afternoon. I don't think I was in a drunken
Like I said, the drunken stupor. We got the pool going. I've got the interesting about this bike, guys. Only thing Wolfman told me was a price, which we're gonna be telling you guys here shortly. He told me it's a small 29er, and that is it. That's the only thing I know about this bike.
I didn't tell you anything about your brother's name is spelled.
No. My brother's name is Abel, so this has to be something.
But it's E-L.
It's E-L, but anyway, it's the Able Bike Company. Now you said something about Kent.
I ordered it through Kent. I believe Kent's the parent company.
Okay, and you want to talk about ordering before we open this bike? We're gonna be doing we're going to be doing initial impressions. We're going to weigh this bike. We're going to shift it. We're going to be doing all that. Yeah. Positives, negatives.
Yeah, all the fun stuff.
Now, talk about the shipping with this bike.
Okay, well, the shipping was free, first of all.
Opening it.
The shipping's free, but the problem I have... Why are these tied?
I don't know.
The problem I have with it is it said 3 to 6 business day shipping.
Yeah.
I ordered this on the 11th.
A month ago.
Well, it was on the 11th. It wasn't quite a month ago, but it was more than 3 or 6 business days.
We've been waiting forever.
Anyway, they said they told us twice that it had shipped out, so I don't know which time was the real truth. I'm going with the second time. Are you all over me enough? You want to get a little more all over me when I'm trying to talk? So it took a little while to ship. It looks a little rough on the box. They kind of just threw it in the driveway.
It looks like it's number 86 of 100.
Oh.
Man, that's a limited run.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Let's take a look. I don't even know what it looks like.
Initial impressions of the Able bike. Please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button if you ain't part of Wolf Tick Nation. Let's see what we've got here. Now, be prepared to catch it because I feel weight against it. Hey, let me change the... We got it? Let me change the box here. This can be interesting. I'm curious to see what in the world this bike is. Dustin Gostola gave us the Iggy. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Oh!
Okay.
Oh, that's a good-looking bike.
Okay.
It's black.
Yeah.
We don't have very many black bikes.
Do we not?
Oh!
I thought we had a bunch of them. Uh-huh.
Whoa, guys.
Yeah.
Hang on. What in the world? What in the world?
First, we're going to take a look at it.
Don't tell me.
I'm not going to tell you.
Guys, this right here, that's an Acolyte.
Uh-huh.
And that is an 11 to 46 tooth group set.
11 or 12?
It's 11.
Wow.
11. Oh, no, it's a 12, I believe. I think it's a 12.
Usually 12.
Yeah, I think it's a 12 speed. We'll have to look at this thing. What's crazy is that's a free hub, first of all. Second of all, is this is a chain stabilizer.
They're fancy terminology for a bike.
Okay, it's what do you call
stabilizer.
Stabilizer, microchip stabilizer. Yeah. Anyway, so that's crazy. So it's got that. Okay, let me. Whoa, this is something here.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear the price.
I haven't talked to you much about this bike at all, so I want you to be surprised.
Okay, the seat post tube. Okay, I'm not saying this is a negative, okay? I'm just pointing stuff out that I'm seeing right off the bat. The seat post tube, I'm not really digging.
Chair.
Take your chair. The reason why, because that's what my eyes...
It has that little curve to it.
It's got the curve to it. That's what my eyes were drawn to. It goes like this. And guys, what's the problem when it's curved and it goes like this? You can't put that. You can't dig that sucker in there. You know what I'm saying? You can't put the seat post tube all the way in there and do some standing room only. You know? I mean, this bike you might be able to, but most. Let's see what we've got. Kenda tires.
Yeah,
okay.
Kenda tires.
Man, I'm so good at opening bikes with the front of the bike facing that way. Looks like we've got.
You put it up here.
I know. Looks like we've got a Suntour fork, XCM30, the same fork that came on the Ridge or the Travail 1 to 2.
Isn't that pretty much what comes on the?
One's got a lockout, one doesn't. This one.
I know. It's got the two. Isn't that kind of like what comes on the GT these days?
Yeah, it might be the one that's on the GT. Okay, it's a core. It's a core.
There you go.
That's the bike's name.
Core.
Able Bike Company. Whoa. Abel's going to want one of these.
Yeah.
Okay, now I don't see a frame size on here. Oh, yeah, I do. There's a small printed on there.
Okay.
Here, let's drop it this way. Let me pull this. Got that?
Yeah.
Let me pull this tire out. It's got a 1x. We're going to have to flip this sucker around to get rid of this box. Dude, this bike has got some stuff to it. Let me grab that bike, make sure nothing falls with it. I'm going to get this box out of the way. Okay, you want to grab that box and that seat.
There's some more stuff in this box, I believe.
Yeah, we'll make sure we get it out. Ugh. You know the weird thing? I think this is one of the first bikes that we've gotten in a long time that did not have any kind of padding or anything inside the box. You notice that?
Oh yeah, it didn't have any padding.
Guys, it didn't have any padding whatsoever. We've got a Able owner's manual. Okay, give that to the sister-in-law. We've got some pedals.
Don't hand it to me and say that.
Plastic pedals. We've got some, hey, I kind of like that. Reflectors don't come on the bike.
Yeah.
You know, they just give it to you.
Except for the tire one.
Quick release. SR Cell Royale. This is the Mach 2 seat. Okay. And the seat post tube diameter is a 30.9.
Okay.
I'm guessing that, and it's aluminum. I'm guessing we won't be able to dig this guy all the way in there because that damn crookedness on there.
Well, we don't know yet.
160 millimeter rotor. And guys, when we do initial impressions on this thing, you know, I'm just kind of initially telling you guys what we've got. And the tire looks not very tread-like. That right there worries me. When we do the real-time review, you know, we've got a lot of tire test areas, and I don't know how this sucker is going to grip. Look at that tread. That's hardly knobs.
I think it's better than you think.
I don't know.
Are you a bit of a tire snob these days?
A little bit. I don't like falling.
Well, really, you do it a lot.
Moment of truth has not been taken off yet. We'll put this thing up on the bike stand here shortly. This is just such a cool looking bike. The 1x. All right, head post or head tube looks like a 44 to 44. Okay. Hey, it doesn't have a crazy long stem. It's actually a 4-bolt stem. Dude, there are some things that I'm going to really dig on this bike as far as how you can get.
First
That's
of all,
a massive dork disc.
Looks, I told you, it's fallen and it can't get up.
Internal routing. Is there one for the seat post tube? I don't know. Guys, let's put this bike together. The Able Core, Able Bike Company. God, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Able Bike Company, it's black. Let's put this thing together and
black on black.
Let's do a little initial impressions for you, okay? This is interesting.
Is that gray on black or black on black?
And then we'll talk about the price. Wolf Tick Nation, we're doing the specs. Got the Able Core 29er, small, all built up. And may I say, she is such a good looking bike. The way that the design of the rear dropout is and this chainstay is just too cool, man. It's super open back here. And I love that from the bottom part of this dropout all the way to the head tube is just one straight line.
Yeah.
I think the Standover is going to be excellent here. Now, if you guys notice, the seat post tube...
we haven't prejudged it yet.
Haven't prejudged yet, but if you guys have noticed, is the seat post is not on here because I have been waiting. I was about to put it in earlier.
Yeah, I said no.
Wolfman said, whoa, like he always does.
That's my job. It's in my job description. Just so everyone knows.
Hang on.
In my job description.
So we'll be putting that in here and then seeing if we can get full droppability, which I don't think we're going to because that weird curve. I'll give it this, though.
What do you have against curves?
It's just a little funky looking. I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, and they had to do it to fit the 29er wheel on here. But if we have to cut the seat post down and we can't even get a dropper in that thing, you have to think about that. That's going to be a big negative against this bike.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if it's routed for dropper.
So we're going to weigh this bike. We are going to do the shift test because it does have an Acolyte on there.
shift test, standover,
magnet test,
specs, and who it's for, and positives and negatives.
Yeah.
We have all that to do yet.
So, first of all, let's talk about the elephant in the room. How much is this bike? We haven't said it yet. How much is it?
Well, I mean, I wanted you to kind of go over it first. The elephant can wait, because I want you to go over everything first before we talk about the price.
Magnet test.
You're already going to know the price, because you're probably going to put it on the damn thumbnail.
Frame is aluminum. The wheelset is aluminum. Crank arms are aluminum. The chainring is steel. The fork is steel. Well, the lowers are like magnesium, like most of them are. Let's go. The bar is aluminum. The stem is aluminum. The seat post tube is aluminum. For the most part, everything's aluminum. Cassette is steel. It's a super sweet looking bike. Like,
I think
this bike is super good looking. It really is.
Well,
and it's a 29 or small. You know, where do you want to start at with this thing? You want to start with the wheelset?
Well, let's start at one end and go to that's magnet test. Let's do the specs.
All right, let's do the specs, guys. All right, so let's start off with the front of the bike, something that we don't really start out with. Now, the bar here is an aluminum, right about 720 millimeter bar. Now we do have an aluminum 40 millimeter long with about a 10-degree rise 4-bolt stem. Yeah, about 10 degrees. 4-bolt stem, which 4-bolt is way better than the 2-bolt, right? It just, to me, it always looks like they put a little extra effort into just sticking a really cheesy 2-bolt stem up there. So aluminum stem. We've got an Acolyte Groupset, which we'll be talking about here shortly, which is crazy. We've got some super thin generic grips that don't look the greatest, but they feel decent in the hands, and they are full lock-on.
Full
lock-on. The brakes are unbranded.
So that's double lock, right?
Yeah, double lock. Unbranded mechanical brakes. Okay?
Thank you.
We will be talking about the rotors and everything else when we talk about the Groupset. The fork up here is an SR Suntour XCM30 with a quick release front end on there. It does have a lockout, and it does have a preload knob. So those of you guys that like the lockout
millimeter.
And a little bit of a preload knob, there you go. What were you saying about 44?
It's a 44.
Oh, the headset is a 44 to 44 millimeter headset.
Head tube.
The head tube. Now let's check out the fork stanchion.
Where'd you pull that caliper out of?
Out of my pocket. Fork stanchions are 30 millimeters, and this is the exposed stanchion. This is not the travel, right? This is just what we're showing on the outside is 110. So most likely this is a 100 millimeter travel fork. Now we did have this exact fork on the Kent Travail.
We think.
Okay. Yeah, pretty sure that's the fork. We just did that Walmart video. If you guys missed that, we went through. I'm pretty sure it was this one. But anyway, so that's the fork. It's a 29er fork, of course. Let's talk about the wheelset. We have Kenda branded. No other name than just Kenda tires on this. They're 29 by 2.20 inches. I'm not too impressed with the tread. The tread is not really knobby whatsoever.
You're just judging it by the looks.
Judging it by the looks, we'll be doing the real-time review where we take this bike on everybody's favorite trail. I ride the crap out of it and see what happens. So the tread is not too exciting. The wheelset is double-walled aluminum rims. They are both quick release front and rear, and they are drilled out for Schrader, which, guys, honestly, I'm becoming more and more of a fan of.
I like Schrader.
Because we do run most of our bikes are tubed here at Wolftig Videos, and there's no guesswork. I can just get a tube, stick it on this bike.
And if you go tubeless, now you know you like Schrader for tubeless.
Yeah. Let's talk about the brakes. The brakes are jack. Super brakes, okay?
Wow.
Mechanical brakes.
They're jack.
Mechanical brakes, both front and rear disc 160 millimeter rotors. The rotors do look pretty cheesy on this bike, and so do the brakes. So it kind of looks like they budgeted there. But I'm okay with that, because when it comes to the Groupset, guys, this has got the Acolyte micro shift Groupset. It's a 12 to 46 tooth Groupset with a chain stabilizer, aka a clutch. Okay, we'll be showing you guys how we use that during the shift test, because it's pretty interesting. And something I want to say,
so we should do a drop test.
Probably should do a drop test. Something I want to say to all those guys back in the day when we put one on our GT Aggressor Pro, we ran multiple of these. I love these. Everybody was giving us crap in the beginning because they went to Microshift's website and they saw this Acolyte installed on a kid's bike, and they said, "Man, that's a junior Groupset. That's for kid bikes. Why are you putting that on a full size bike?" There you go, right there. Yeah, we're pioneers. Now we've got 170 millimeter crank arm, hollow bottom bracket, crankset. Oh, I'm sorry, not hollow bottom bracket. It's a 1x170 millimeter crank arm with a sealed bottom bracket cartridge. Does have a sealed bottom bracket cartridge with a 30-tooth round chainring. And the very cool thing about this crankset, guys, is you can unbolt it just like you can an IXF crankset or a Jinkin, like we've just got done doing, and you can change the chainring out. I love the Acolyte group set. I'm so happy that this comes with one, and that everybody knows what that means. That means this thing's got a free hub as opposed to a free wheel. So we can change out group sets, but really, if this thing is in tune and good to go, there's really no need because I love the Acolyte, and so does everybody else. The seat post tube.
Well, not everybody, but we do.
Most of you guys. The seat post tube is a 30.9mm seat post tube. Seats actually.
Gives you a few options.
Yeah, it gives you a few options. You can definitely get a dropper on this thing, we think, and that's where this comes in. Okay, let's do this.
The moment of truth.
There's some curvature. If this thing will not drop down all the way, it's going to be hard to go standing room only. And not only that, but well, let's see if you can even get a dropper in this thing. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Moment of truth.
This is a small frame, mind you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, God, you guys are just about out of the frame up there. That's it.
Oh.
God.
Oh.
That is it.
Oh.
So that's on the 7. There's a little marker here that goes up to 15. We're not even halfway through on the full depth, and you guys know how much that drives us nuts when you can't go full-blown dropping in there.
Oh.
Dude. Now, if you guys are paying attention to this and you also see this up here, yes, this bike, both the rear brake and the derailleur is internally routed, which is cool. And it has a bunch of room down here in the bottom tube. So you guys, if you're looking at maybe routing it with some hydraulic brakes, you know, and have to run that line through there, it looks like it's decently easily accessible. The problem, though, well, and I guess it's not really a problem now that we see this, is if you wanted to run an internal dropper, you can't because it's not drilled out for an internal dropper, and that's the reason it's not.
Did you check the bottom and everything?
I did. I checked all around it. That's the reason this thing is not routed for an internal dropper, is because I don't think you can get a dropper in there. That's a big negative right there. Really is. I know a lot of guys like droppers. And this is such a cool freaking frame, man. Yeah, it doesn't have a tapered head tube, but, I mean, you got a free hub.
Yeah, it's a 44, so you can easily convert it to a tapered headset.
And the price...
And
you can
do it, and you can also put the slacker headset in it.
Yeah, angle it out a little bit. This thing has got a lot of possibilities. It's the Able Core, Able Bike Company. It says Able, designed in USA, but it was from China. Now, do you want to talk about the price?
Well, now that you've seen it and you've had a chance to talk about it and look at it, what would you put this against as far as what bike would you say this compares to?
Okay, the bike that I would say this compares to, I mean, there's a few of them out there. The GT Aggressor Pro, because it's the 44, or the GT Aggressor Pro is a 34 to 34.
So less options. But I mean, it's got a better group set than the GT Aggressor Pro.
Oh yeah, by far.
Slightly better fork than the GT Aggressor Pro.
It's a 1x, what would you compare it to?
It's a 1x, that's what I'm saying. What would I don't know what we'd compare it to. I don't have the answers. I'm saying, what would we?
Okay, but well, how about we compare it to the Ridge?
Okay, well, the Ridge...
I'm going to put some air in these tires.
The Ridge the Ridge has a tapered head tube, right?
Ridge has a tapered head tube, internal routing, 1x. It's got the L2A5.
Which is not the Acolyte.
Coil fork. It's a Suntour coil fork.
And how much is the Ridge?
$379, $349?
No, it's $398. So it's $400,
right? $398.
Okay. And it's only in, what, medium and large?
Yes, there's no small.
I don't think there's a small. If there is, we haven't seen it yet.
Well,
this one is small, medium, and large. And this one, with free shipping, runs $349.
$349. $349.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, $50 cheaper. If somebody told me right now, let me get this camera on me because I know how much you guys like seeing me.
$50 cheaper, you're getting a better group set, but you lose the tapered head tube, which I also say, well, then again, you're losing a tapered head tube, but you got a 44, gives you options, slacker head tube, and you can make it tapered. And
I mean, damn. So if somebody put those bikes side by side and they offered me this one or that one, I would have to go with this one. Dude, that sucks. That's as much as the seat goes down.
Well, that's when we get to the positive and negatives. We know what that's going to be on the list.
Dude, okay, standover height. Oh, it's great.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. If that seat was out of my...
Can you just say bottom?
If it was out of my bottom, it'd be great. Let me show you guys how we put the clutch on and off on this group set, and let's do a drop down.
Alright.
Alright guys, so we are in 8th gear here, the 12 to 46 tooth, and you can see the tension on the chain, right? We're going to do a drop test. You guys see the tension? Okay, now this is all you have to do. This is your off and your on. So you can tell that's not in the on position because this is slacked up. We're going to go here with your, I think it's a 5mm, and we're just going to turn it to the right, and you'll hear a click.
Click.
Okay, clicks. There's tension there, and there's tension there.
Okay.
So,
and we're going to test the shifting with it on because everyone's going to ride with it on.
Now you can take it off like this, but I don't like to do that. What I always do whenever I take them off, I go here, I hold it down, then I let go of it. So when we do the shift test, yeah, it's going to be in the off just to get a good read on it.
I say on.
Oh, you think on?
Because everyone's going to ride with it on.
Okay, well.
I mean, let's put it.
All right, guys, drop test, Acolyte group set on the core, the Able bike. We're going to go ahead and do it with it off first, and we'll do it on. Okay, here we go. Drop test. Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
Nope, let's switch it.
Now we're going to turn her on.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay. Alright guys, drop test. I even have to rewatch the footage. That was amazing, both on and off, in my opinion. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad at all. Let's get this thing up on the bike stand. Let's do a little bit of a real-time shift test with the clutch on. We always do them with them off. At least I always did.
I don't know about that. We need to do it on. People ride with them on.
Okay, we're gonna do it with it on. Hold that. Oh, you're going to first.
Well, I mean, start off with first gear. We start off with first. Uh-oh.
Okay.
No, it's not tuned.
I know exactly what it is because I tell everybody to do this whenever we're doing. I tell everybody, hey, you know, they love the Acolyte, but it's really hard to tune it in, and you can see from a bike company.
Yeah, it's hard to shift it.
You always are supposed to hit the tension, or the B tensioner, all the way in, and it might be maxed out. The problem is the clearance back here on the largest of cogs, and that always is an issue with these Acolytes. Everybody always tell, hey man, you got to do it.
We'll adjust it in a minute, but first let's try it.
Okay. Well, you're giving it all she's got, and it's not wanting to jump in there.
She don't want to stand first. So
she doesn't want to stand first.
We'll try it with the stabilizer off too, just to see.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Okay, so that's second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, up. Seventh was a little iffy, and eighth's a little iffy.
Okay.
Alright, now back up. Ready? Full pulls.
Full pull. There's three. Full. Another three.
Full. Oh.
Ooh, it wanted to go first.
It wants to. It wants to. Okay.
Okay.
Now turn the stabilizer off. Let's see what happens.
So.
It still doesn't like to shift.
Still doesn't like to. Nope. So what we're going to do is...
I'm going to shift down now.
Oh.
See how it does. Shifting's a little easier.
Yeah.
It still has a hesitation down there for 7th and 8th. Oh yeah, it's...
Alright, so go ahead and stop that. Real quick, that's going to be the shift test. I'm not going to get into this and do this all night, but I do want to tighten the B tensioner. Okay. Give it a little more pull on first to make sure that low tension is there. Okay. Alright, go ahead and let's go through the full gears again. Alright, a couple spins of the barrel adjuster and messing with the low tension.
Is it skipping gears now?
Yeah.
It's not tuned.
Not tuned. Alright guys, now is the time where we do the positives and negatives and who this bike is for. Dude, 32.5 pounds pretty much.
Yeah.
You get rid of that fork, put an air fork on this thing. Take that big old heavy steel chainring off. You'll be in the 20s in no time.
Yeah, put an aluminum chainring. Take off the reflectors on the wheels. Change out the fork. And yeah, you probably gonna be under 30. Right?
Yeah, I was like 3 pounds off. Disc. Yeah, I thought this thing was gonna be in the 29 for sure. Super light bike, super good looking bike. The Standover is great. Let's talk about the positives first. The positives is the price. It's under $400.
No, it's under $350.
Under $350. It comes with an Acolyte group set, which I got tuned in completely. It's tuned in now. Didn't take really all that long. It's got a one by, which is great. The simplicity is there. I mean, it's a size small, medium, or large, right? Under $400.
Yes.
It's 32 pounds, okay, which is awesome. It's such a good-looking bike. It really looks excellent. You do have a little bit more room on the rear wheel here to fit a fatter tire. I'm going to probably say a 2.4, maybe a 2.5. The 30.9 seat post tube, which is great, but we'll talk about the negative on that. You've got some internal routing options.
You might be able to go 2.6 on there.
Quick release front, rear, all positives. You know, you do have a lockout on the fork. Now let's talk about the negatives. Negatives is the seat post. That's the biggest negative for me because I love to drop the seat post down. And this bike with the standover seems, you know, it's a small, for me, actually seems like
now maybe the bigger size bikes might not have the same problem.
See, that's what I was thinking, but they have that curvature in there, and the curvature is what kills it. It's not that's bombing out, and they didn't put the bolts here for a water bottle holder because it's probably too small of a triangle, but they put the curve there, and it's like, man, you didn't put the curve there.
I just wonder if on the bigger, if somebody out there owns the medium or large, can you let us know if the seat post dropping is an issue, and does it have the water bottle holder?
Yeah, it should have the water bottle holder. So that's going to be my big negative. Like, we've got to cut the seat post tube down ASAP.
On this one, we're going to have to.
Okay.
You know, the tires, you're not sure if you like the tires.
Yeah, the tires look suspect as well.
Okay, but we don't know yet.
Who's this bike for?
I think this bike is definitely for somebody that wants something that not everybody else is riding right now, but yet still affordable. It doesn't have. It looks to me a little bit more like a bike shop bike, entry-level bike shop bike, rather than a Walmart bike. Yeah. And I think the price point gets them into it. Gives them a good group set. They have a great foundation where if they only want to do the contact points, as people like to say, with the pedals and grips and all, I think this bike gives them the ability to do that and not have to worry about the group set. Yeah, the group set doesn't have to be upgraded right away. This group set can last you a while.
And I didn't even say, you could do the chainring, of course, save a little bit of weight. But guys, remember, this isn't a hollow bottom bracket. No, so if you wanted to, you can order an IXF and throw it on here.
But it's not needed right away. No. But you could do that after a little while.
I think this bike is for the tuner that wants to do some upgrades and wants to hit some trails.
But wants to take it out of the box, get it dialed in, and take it out immediately and have something that's decent. Now, we don't know how it does on the trails yet, but it looks like this bike out of the box might be better for the trails than a lot of them that we've tried at this price point. At $349, I don't know if there's another bike out of the box that's going to be as ready for the trails as this.
I don't know. Well, guys, you let us know what you guys think in the comments. Again, that was another Wolftick Videos episode. This is the Able Core 29er Small. Check out some of the links and stuff.
I want to call it Oblay.
Oblay, yeah, it's the Oblay bike. Check out some of the links in the description below. Man, if you guys want to, you can always buy us a cup of coffee, or you can become a patron, like all them other cool cats. All right?
Yeah, if you can handle the adult language and theming of it, or whatever you want to say.
But, all right, guys, well, without further ado, man, we will see ya on the next episode. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys sticking around.
Yeah, I think I'm about to melt.
Oh, man, let's get some AC.